these things that I've done here, it becomes difficult for me. So I think I'm gonna have to do, but the portion I need is not much, so we can manage with this. So what happened is that we have this link here. I want to create a secondary link, or I have another route here. Let's take, for instance, let's take this as an example. I have another route here. So we have sorry guys, I have flu, so this is what you can say that the route from here can be your primary route. All packets can go here, and then they come here, then they go this other side. Or you can say, okay, this should be your primary route, and all traffic will be using here as their first option to this network and to that network. But with floating static route, you are saying that this link should stay numb. It should stay floating. It should not show on the routing table. It should not do anything. It should just be here and then waiting. So unless this link goes down, this link will not be activated. So it will be there. It will be fine. It will be activated. But the thing is, it will not forward any IP packet. It will not do any forwarding, and the routers will not use it until and unless this primary link here goes down. So in that case, this link now would be activated. But you can also have this with a direct link, also like two links directly. I'll show you this one when I'm doing the practical, so it becomes easy with you guys. So I hope the theory explanation is very clear. Now let us go into the practical itself. Okay. So this is router 1. Sorry, I have to make this adjustment like I told you guys, and yeah, I need to give these routers names here so that you guys know exactly what we are doing. Alright, so don't worry about that. I have a flu, but I will not give you anything. We are very far from one another, so you are safe. I don't know what this flu is, but it's not really good at this time. So I have configured all my IP addresses, and you can see that I have configured all these things, and all my interfaces are blinking green. So now I'll check my router 1's routing table first, because today it's only about routing, so we don't need to go through a lot of other things. So let's just be like show IP routing. Oh, show IP route only, not IP routing. So show IP route, it shows me. Now you can look at these codes here. We have codes, and each code has something that it represents, each routing protocol. So here we have code C, and everything here is C. It means it's telling us that everything is directly connected. There is no remote network. So what we want to see is that we want to configure links so that we can see that S. But you can see something here. A gateway of last resort is not set. This means that there is no default static route configured. The router is not told that if all said and done, you are not able to see anything, just forward it to this interface. So it's a gateway of last resort. If we try so and so and so on this person and he's not working with us, the only thing we can do is we have to force him out. Like just like Jammeh, when they said we go dialogue and he said no, and then they said the only thing they can do is to force him out. So that's what this gateway of last resort is when there is no default static route configured, the router is said to drop any packet that it does not know its destination by itself. That is what this gateway of last resort is. So if it is not set, a router will drop a packet to a destination that it does not know about. But if a gateway of last resort is set, the router would forward a packet to a destination that it does not know about, but to the next router. Okay, so that is exactly what this gateway. We will see this gateway of last resort set as soon as we configure a default static route. So the same thing here happens to router 2. It does not have anything on it. If you look at it, it only has directly connected networks. Yeah, they all have directly connected networks only. You can see that. So now we want to configure router 1 so that it can have access to these two routers using static route. Other video I show you guys how to do static routing. So but I'm gonna do it again and again. So that is IP route. The destination network there is what you have to put: 168.3.0, not 3.1, 255.255.255. You need to specify the destination network, and how to reach there. You have to go through router 2, so it means you're gonna put router 2. So you specify next exit interface, or you can use fully specified. Fully specified, I mean, in your statement you are using both exit interface and next hop. So I'm using next hop for this for static routing, so it's important. But remember, because of recursive lookup, it's not good to use next hop sometimes, because it slows down your network. So 2 is the next hop IP address, and the other route here is 4.0 network. So you don't need to type that, you just need to press the up arrow so it comes, you go. So you are there. Now check your router 1's routing table. Wow, so you can see that you have static routes, and then they're working fine. So but router 1 right now cannot ping those networks, simply because the router 1 does not router 2 does not know about the LANs of router 1. So but the router can ping these networks here, but a PC in the LAN here would not be able to communicate, because we need to return this thing from router 2. So let's make a return call. That is just a return call setup. Sorry about that. IP route 192.168.1.0 255.255.255. Sorry about that. 255.0. I'm gonna use 209.165.200.1 because that is the next hub for router 2. So the next network there also is 2.0, so I'm just gonna have to use this one. I don't need to type again, so that's good. So in this case, if I use show IP route on router 2, I'm able to see all these networks, so therefore I can be able to ping all those networks. So for instance, I've used ping 192.168, sorry about that, 168.1.1. I have a reply. 2.1, you know, everything is pinging. So this is exactly what you can do. So I am done with static route. Next thing is I am going to configure default static route. So before I do that, because it's the same topology, I'm going to get rid of all these configurations that I've just done. So I'm going to return my command back, and I press Control A. So my cursor blinks at the end. At the beginning, I put no IP route this and no IP route 2.0. So I put no before the command so that my router does not have any of this routing. So I can put show IP route. Now you will see that my router does not have anything. So I go to router 1 also. I need to tell router 1 that please forget about this routing that we've just done right now. So the command, I just bring it back and put no here by pressing Control A. So my cursor blinks at the beginning, and I put that command, and then again. These are the two networks that I've advertised, and I'm just telling the router please forget about them. Now to configure a default static route is very simple. IP route 0.0.0, sorry, not 0/0, 0.0.0.0, 0.0.0.0, 4 zeros, 4 octets, and then you can say use serial 0/0/0/0 to send packets that you do not know any destination about them. So serial 0/0/0, where is it connected? This serial 0/0/0 is connected to router 2. So therefore, any packet that you don't know the source or the destination, do not drop it. Always forward it to this other router. Okay, always send it out your this interface serial 0.